Hey, hey everyone, it is Bridget here, currently standing, well, leaning in Bridget's kitchen. It has been a couple of days, it's definitely been a minute since I've last been in my kitchen, so it feels good to be back. I've spent a few days away from Sydney. I was in Perth, myself and Hehe, we were in Perth the weekend just gone, doing the very first official book launch and cooking class tour of More, so of my latest cookbook. And hello to Chantel for joining us today. Welcome, my love. So it was an amazing weekend, like seriously, it was crazy. We started off the weekend, we arrived in Perth on Friday lunchtime. By Friday around about 6 o'clock, I was hosting a private dinner party for, I think there was about 14 of us, 14 of the most amazing people, and that I've known for a little bit now, and it was like I've known them, we've been online friends for ages, and we finally got together and we ate some delicious healthy food and we had a really good time, and that was on Friday night. And then on Saturday I did a master class. A very small group of people came over to the house that I had rented in Perth, and we did a very special 3.5 hour master class. I think I did 9 different recipes from my new cookbook. It was amazing. And then on Sunday, which was almost like the icing on the cake of what was an amazing weekend, I spent the afternoon with about 150 people who came along to my cooking class / cookbook launch in Fremantle, and we had the most amazing afternoon that went right on to an amazing evening. So we stayed and we had a big party afterwards, and it was absolutely phenomenal. So to everyone that came along and supported me, who came along and bought a book, who came along and enjoyed some samples of food that I was cooking, from the bottom of our hearts, from me and Hehe and my family, we thank you so much for spending that time with us. It was exceptional. So thank you. I'm back in my kitchen now. I had a little bit of jet lag yesterday, but that was okay because it was Melbourne Cup, so I was able to shut down for a bit and enjoy Melbourne Cup. Not that I was watching Melbourne Cup, I was just enjoying the fact that you were all watching Melbourne Cup, which meant that it was quiet online, so I just kind of chilled out, which is good. But today we're back into it. We're back into it with a vengeance, because this Sunday coming is the Sydney cookbook class and book launch hosted here. Do you see this? It's going to be hosted here. So the Sydney book launch and cooking class is happening this Sunday here in Sydney, which is, I believe, is it the 10th, Hehe? It is the 10th of November 2019, and it's 20, being hosted here in my kitchen right here. So if you want to come along to that class and that book launch, we're going to have a cooking class, which is about 3 hours. We're going to do some amazing food, probably 7 to 9 recipes we're going to be doing straight from the new cookbook, of course. You also get the opportunity to purchase your copy of that cookbook, which means you save on postage. Great for Chrissy presents. And we also have copies of the first book, Bridget's Healthy Kitchen, you know, the yellow book, the best-selling gut health cookbook. That is also going to be available for sale at the cooking class this Sunday in my space here. So we're going to have a cooking class, and then we're going to have a party. So if you want to come along, Hehe's going to throw up a link right now so you guys can come along to my cooking class and cookbook launch. We're going to have a party. Afterwards, we're going to have a few drinks. I'm going to do some really healthy, delicious canapes as well for you guys to enjoy, as well as all the samples that you get from the cooking class as well. I would love to see you. Tickets are very limited because obviously this is my house, so I can't have like hundreds and hundreds of people turning up, but it's going to be an amazing day here, Sunday the 10th of November, here, right here in my kitchen. So it's going to be exciting. So that is happening, which is exciting. I'm about to launch also in the next couple of days, Newcastle, Canberra, Melbourne, Gold Coast dates as well. They're all coming up for you guys. Keep an eye on Bridget's Kitchen. The date's coming soon. But we've got a cooking class. Let's get into it, right? Talking too much as per usual. The cooking class I thought I would do with you guys today was one of those recipes where it is a 5 to 10 minute I'm making dinner type of class, because we just don't have time, do we? Let's be honest here. Life is hard enough as it is. We're busy people. what I want to share with you guys, which is so very, very important, is that when you have the ability and the knowledge that you know that you could have something really delicious and extremely healthy, which is not only good for weight loss, it's good for your overall health and wellness. And you can have that ready, cooked fresh in your house within 10 minutes. The chances of you slipping and eating things that are not so great decreases significantly. So this is the crux of what I'm trying to teach, because as we all know, this is not a diet. This is a lifestyle. Diets, you yo-yo, you lose, you have less calories of food, you're gonna lose weight. But I want to see hands up of who have been on a diet and they've lost weight and then they've put all the weight back on again. That is the common thread, because diets don't work. Lifestyle changes work, because when you make a change for your lifestyle, you're making a change permanently, whereas a diet might last you 30 days or 60 days, or maybe you do 2 rounds or 3 rounds and you lose all this weight and you feel fabulous. But if you haven't made lifestyle changes, which means you're learning how to cook for life, you're learning the food that is going to work for your body for life. If you haven't made those significant changes, the weight will come back on. It is just inevitable. It's scientific, unfortunately. So it would be great if we just had a magic pill, pop that pill, yay, weight's gone forever. That's not how life works, as you guys know. So for myself, I was a yo-yo dieter. I'm not anymore, because I have the knowledge and I have the ability to know what my body needs, and I give it that food. And I give it that food because it's delicious, right? When good food, when diet food tastes good, you're not on a diet, you're just eating good food, right? So that's one of the real cruxes of this dish today. So the dish I'm doing is straight from the book. Yay, more from Bridget's Healthy Kitchen, which is already proving to be a bestseller here in Australia and New Zealand, which is really, really exciting. So more from Bridget's Healthy Kitchen was only released a couple weeks ago, already is making the bestsellers list because of you guys. So thank you for your support in buying this book. You know you can only buy it online right now. You've got to go to morefrombridget.com. You can get a copy of the book delivered to your door, which is fabulous. But the recipe that we're doing today is for my my Hawaiian style garlic and lemon prawns. So if you've got the book in front of you, you need to turn to page 6, I think it's 63. Oh, it is. Here we go. That's what we're doing today. Does it look good? How delicious is that? Simple 5-minute recipe. We're doing my garlic and lemon prawns. Now, let me give you a little bit of a backstory of why this recipe has made the book. Because every single recipe in my book, and there's over 100 gut healthy recipes in my book, in this book here, every recipe has a reason. There's a reason why it's in there. Number 1 reason is it's delicious. Number 2 reason is it's going to help you to lose weight, maintain your weight, and get healthy. Okay, number 2. Number 3 reason is because I've had it somewhere, or I've imagined it in my mind, and I wanted to share how delicious this food is. So this particular recipe, which is page 63, garlic and lemon prawns, and of course, check this out. Do you see that down there? This particular recipe has a QR code attached to it. So when you scan your phone over that QR code, you will get a video of me popping up, and I'll be sharing with you my garlic and ginger shopping tips. That is correct. Do you see that down the bottom? That's a QR code. I'm putting it near the video screen. Yep, you can see it. Oh, it's a bit blurry. That's a QR code there. You scan your phone or your QR reader on your phone over that picture there, and then I pop up giving you garlic and ginger shopping tips. The reason I'm giving you garlic and ginger shopping tips when it comes to this recipe is because this is my garlic and lemon prawns. And if anyone has ever been to Hawaii here, if you've ever been to Hawaii, which I've been to a few times, love it, love it, love it, love it to bits. In Hawaii, they have shrimp trucks, so prawns, shrimps, same kind of thing. And the shrimp trucks in Hawaii are very famous. They're on the north shore of Oahu, where everyone's doing the surfing and stuff. One of my favorite shrimp trucks is in a beautiful little area called Kahuku, K-A-H-U-K-U, Kahuku. Kahuku famous shrimp is my personal favorite. It is a shrimp truck out in the open there. You can go there and buy your plate of garlic shrimps, and they're delicious. But unfortunately, the shrimps that you buy in Kahuku, at Kahuku famous, are not renowned for being extremely healthy. They taste delicious, but they're not that healthy. So I thought I would make my version, which would be a little bit healthier. So we're going to take out the butter, we're going to take out all the carbs because they serve with rice, and we're going to do it my version, which is still delicious but extremely healthy. So let's come down to the bench. I have once again talked way too much, as I normally do. Talked way too much, but let's get into the food. So this recipe, as I was saying, is extremely easy and fast. So if it's easy and fast, this part of the video is only going to take a couple of minutes. So the first thing you need to do is, as you can see here, I have my flat bottom wok on the cooktop here. You could totally use just a normal frying pan. I'm going to turn that on to medium to high heat. Let that heat up there. In the meantime, let's check out our prawns or our shrimps that I'm using today. So in my bowl here, I have some, and they once were frozen, because it's okay to buy frozen prawns. Like, seriously guys, you don't have to buy fresh prawns or shrimp tails. I actually just have bought my frozen prawns. These are Australian prawns that I've bought there, prawn tails, so I don't have any wastage. Actually, the only wastage I have is that part there at the end, which you can't eat. Feel free to buy your prawns without those, but I actually quite like the look, and you just don't eat that part when you're cooking your prawns. So there's my prawn or my shrimp tails defrosted. Now here's a really good tip for you guys. The best way to defrost your frozen prawn or shrimp tails is actually not in warm water or hot water. You need to do it in cold water, because the reason why you're doing it in cold water, and let the water run over the prawns for about 10 minutes, the reason why you're doing it in cold water is because shrimps and prawns do not need much heat in order to defrost. If you add hot water, you run the risk of actually cooking that raw prawn before it's defrosted. So guys, all you need to do is just to let the cold water run over the bowl. It will take about 10 minutes, and then you get the perfectly defrosted prawn that has not been cooked through, which is really, really important. So those are my frozen prawns there, are my defrosted prawns there. They're really, really easy. Hi to Ashley. Ashley from Melbourne. I'm coming your way, Ashley. You know that, right? Come this way, guys. I'm coming your way. I'm going to do a cooking class in Melbourne real soon. All right, there we go. Is that better? Yeah, it is, because you're right in my pan now, which is good. So, pan's hot. Look at that haze just kind of coming off it. Fantastic, that's what we are after. We are then going to add in, as I said, this is going to happen really quickly. Please don't blink, you will miss it. This is how fresh my sticky sauce is. I just made it today. Look, it's still in the pot. Hasn't even cooled down yet. Hasn't even cooled down. Got that down on medium. Couple tablespoons of sticky sauce goes in there. Let's add the prawns. Already smelling amazing. You can see why I like to use a wok. But look how easy it is to just kind of give everything a bit of a shake. Now this will take seconds to cook. So it only takes seconds. We're going to add the other ingredients. Make sure they are ready next to you. You guys always know I have my container of pre-chopped, finely chopped garlic. I'm going to add in my garlic already. They've been in there for about a total of maybe 40 seconds now, and already they're almost cooked. Garlic's in there. I'm going to add 1 more teaspoon of that because I love sticky. You don't have to, it's up to you. 1.5 more teaspoons of sticky. I'm going to add a little bit of seasoning, a little bit of salt goes in, a little bit of pepper, and then I'm just going to finish it off with a little bit of fresh lemon juice. I'm cutting my lemon in half. Then taking a good squeeze that lemon juice in, Oh my God, if you guys could smell this right now, this is what I'm talking about. This is phenomenal. All right, a little bit of lemon juice, reducing the heat down to about medium. Oh, less than halfway between low and medium. So now I'm allowing that sauce to kind of create. The sauce is being made by our sticky, by our garlic, and by that wonderful lemon. 1 minute later, your prawns are cooked. Turning it off. Getting rid of the noise. You know your prawns are cooked when they go from being that kind of, remember before they're kind of bluey grey, and now they have that pink colour. That's it. You don't have to do any more than this. If you are in that frame of mind that you think you need to boil your prawns in water, don't. Hey Thomas, how are you? It's good. Yeah. Do you like what I'm cooking, Thomas? How good is that? I wish you were here. I'll be feeding you prawns right now. How good is this? Good to see you, my friend. So remember this. Prawns are cooked when they go from being they're hot, fingers, grey to being like that pinky colour like that. Cooked. A minute is all you need. Like I said, if you've ever bought boiled prawns before, just stop it now, because look how quickly it is to add prawns. But what you've added by doing it this way is you've added flavour. There is no flavour in boiling the living, I'm gonna slightly swear, crap out of your prawns. There is no flavour in that. All the flavour of the prawns is being like boiled out into the water. Whereas this way, you have kept the integrity of your prawns. You have added garlic, you have added sticky sauce, you have added lemon juice, so you have maintained the flavour of those prawns, and now your lunch or your dinner is pretty much ready. So come back over here, come back down this end, come on, here we go, guiding you along, guiding you along the way, here we go. All right, let's plate up. That's all we need to do now. Let's plate up what we have here. Got my little bowl here. I love serving things in these gorgeous little bowls. I got this from Kmart. It was like $1.50 or something. I love serving them in these bowls rather than flat plates. Always looks nicer. And you know what? Visual. I always say this. We eat with our eyes. So we want to make things visually appealing. So the first thing I'm going to add, and remember, I'm basically doing that. Yeah, look how good that looks. It was so good. I took a photo of it and I put it in a cookbook. I know, right? All right, are you ready? Here we go. Mixed lettuce. Now let's just say you want to be a bit more substantial. Well, you can, my darling. All you need to do, if you want to be a bit more substantial, serve this with cauliflower rice, or serve it with broccoli, steamed broccoli, or blanched asparagus, or any of those types of vegetables, cucumber, salad, pickled veg, whatever it is. But you know what? I'm making this so simple. I'm doing a little bit of mixed greens, just like that. A little bit of mixed greens go on. Let's put them over here so you guys, can you guys see? Now you can see, there you go. Right, mixed greens go on first. I always put the greens on first in my bowl because they kind of act like a bed. And then you get this idea of how you can serve things on the side. Remember, we eat with our eyes, we eat with our eyes. Let's always remember that. Eyes first. Things need to look really, really good. So now that those are on there, I'm going to very simply and very graciously add my prawns on the other side of the lettuce. Not on top of the lettuce. I'm serving it right next door. It's hugging the lettuce next door, hugging the lettuce. Once again, I'm building it up into this lovely little pyramid. Food always looks good when it's in height too. And I know I'm fussing over the look of stuff, but like seriously, when food looks appealing, you start salivating. Your body starts going, oh my goodness, I really want to eat that. So it does actually pay to take that extra couple of minutes or a minute and just add in the look. Sticky and garlic and lemon sauce is going on it. Now I'm just going to spoon that over a little bit. Just like that. Gorgeous. You could also think of doing something like I've gotten my little wet tea towel. You guys know what's in here, right? It's not that much of a mystery. Yay, fresh herbs. We know how good fresh herbs are. I have, oh my god, look at that gorgeous mint that I have today. Oh, it's beautiful. Let's add some fresh mint leaves because you know that is going to be a flavor explosion when you go to eat this gorgeous little meal. Let's add some fresh coriander as well. If you don't like coriander, don't add it. Like seriously, if you don't like something, don't add it. It's pretty easy. If you don't like prawns, bit hard to do this dish though. Yeah, if you don't add prawns, you've just got to plate a salad. That could be a little bit difficult. So I've got that on there. You could also even think of adding something like some fresh chives, which I have. So let's do that. Let's just take up my fresh bunch of chives. Chives are gorgeous. Flavor is almost like they come from the onion family. So they're not oniony, but they've definitely got a robustness about them that make them quite gorgeous. So let's sprinkle over some of those gorgeous chives as well. And then the other thing that you can also add into this, which is wonderful and just adds another dimension of flavor, is a little bit of wakame. So wakame that I have here, can you guys see that? I know it's maybe, oh, let me take it out so you can have a little bit of a look. Can you see the wakame there? So wakame is dried seaweed. It is so delicious like that you could actually pick it up and just eat it just like that. I'm eating it now. I'm eating all this wakame. Look at that. So yummy. It's like nori chips. Have you ever had a nori chip? That's really, really good. So you can eat wakame just like that. Or you can do this and sprinkle it over your food. You can hear it crunching, and it's almost like adding a hit of salt, but it's way better for you because, as you know, wakame is really high in iodine, which helps to metabolize our thyroid. So it's really, really good for weight loss. So I've added some wakame there, and if you were to rehydrate that in a little bit of water, you would have big strips of seaweed, which is delicious as well. So I've added some wakame. I'm also going to add a little bit of lime. You could add lime or lemon. And that literally is just going to be, that's called a cheek, would you believe? That's not a wedge, it's called a cheek because it kind of looks like someone's cheek if your cheek was green and had lime juice in it. We're going to add that as well. And the very last thing I'm going to add, which I forgot, it's in the fridge. Give me a second, it's in the fridge. Fridge is just here, but the last thing I'm going to add for me is like the crowning glory of this dish. I've got in my little jar here, I make my own pickled ginger, and of course my pickled ginger recipe is in here. And Bridget's more from Bridget's Healthy Kitchen. I'm just finding the page for you guys in case you're wondering. There it is, page 215. There is my pickled ginger, probiotic, prebiotic, great for your gut health, but also incredible in this. I have a question, I believe. Thank you, Mahi'i.
From Carrie, when we double a recipe, do we just double everything up, or would it make it all too rich and salty?
No, you double things up, Carrie. If you're doubling a recipe, the question was, if you double a recipe, do you just double things up, or will it make it too rich and salty? You just double things up. So that if the recipe that I've given you in the book is for one portion and you want to make 3 or 4, then you triple it or you quadruple it. The only time that I would suggest you don't do that, actually there is no time. I'm thinking about it, whether you're making a cake or whether you're making a dish like this, you just increase the quantities accordingly. Now just remember that when it comes to doubling things, I don't like to do single things. I normally double recipes if it's something like this. I do it because I always like to have a spare one for tomorrow. So, I will double this, I'll have it for lunch, I'll have to share it with Mahi, otherwise I'll get looks, puppy dog eye looks if I don't share it with him. So I've got to share this dinner with this lunch with him today. But then I'll make double, because then we can have it for lunch tomorrow as part of a gut healing bowl, right? So I always double. It is such a great idea to always double up, because then you're only doing 1 cook instead of 2. Makes sense, right? So I've got my pickled ginger in there. I've just taken the ginger out, but see that dressing that comes out of that ginger? It is so fabulous as a salad dressing that you can just put it over your salad without having to worry about having extra salad dressings in your fridge. And of course this is sugar-free and it's gluten-free and it's dairy-free and it's vegan and all those sort of wonderful things. And then you get this amazing looking lunch made for yourself in a couple of minutes. It is phenomenal. Like, guys, this is so good. Ashley's asking, could this be served for entree for Christmas? Ashley, yes. Please serve, because you know we always eat prawns at Christmas time here in Australia. This is perfect, and look how long it took you to make. And you could do 6 portions of prawns in one pan and have the salad, you know, just like MasterChef does or My Kitchen Rules. Have the salad already sitting on the plates, and then just put the hot prawns on, finish it off with a little bit of lemon pickle juice, a little bit of lime, and you have what is literally a restaurant quality entree being served by you that is gut healthy, sugar-free, dairy-free, gluten-free, amazingly good for weight loss. But you know what? You're just actually feeding your guests really delicious food. That is what it's all about. So this is our recipe for today. As I was saying, it's page 63 of the new book, which is, I know it's upside down, so I have to turn it around. You see what I've got to do? I've got to put house copy on here. So I know this is the one that I can get dirty. So this is the one that I use a lot. And you know what's really scary? I had a party here a couple of weeks ago, and you know I've always had my yellow version of my house copy of the first book, Bridget's Healthy Kitchen. It disappeared. Someone took it from my house. If you have my house copy, good on you, because it will have a sticker on it just like this to say it's my house copy. It disappeared. It's gone. My house copy of my yellow book, I'm on to a new year, which is, it's okay, but you took a book with stains, which I think is hilarious. So don't forget, guys, this, page 63 of this, more from Bridget.com. If you want to come along to my Sydney cooking class / book launch, here we go, come up, hey. If you want to come along to my Sydney cooking class / book launch, it's happening this Sunday in my kitchen in here. I am cooking you lots of gorgeous things like this, plus many more. Stay for drinks, stay for healthy canapes. I've got one more question coming from the lovely Mahe'i.
Georgina just asked, will prawns keep till the next day after cooking this?
Oh, Georgina asked, will prawns keep? Like if you were to make this, will this keep for tomorrow? Yeah, it will. It actually could keep for a couple of days, Georgina. Just keep everything separate, yeah? So keep the prawns separate from the salad and just dress the salad before you intend to eat, so it's lovely and crisp and light. But these prawns here would keep 3 to 4 days, yeah, because they're nice and they're nice. They've only just been defrosted this morning, and they take 10 minutes to defrost, so they will last for a couple of days in your fridge. Meal preppers, go for it. All right, guys, I hope to see you all at a cooking class near you soon. Remember, I have got Sydney this Sunday, Newcastle next week. I'm about to launch that class. Buy your tickets. The following week we're going to be doing Canberra, we're going to be doing the Gold Coast, and we're also going to be doing Melbourne as well. All those classes coming up. If you want to join me at a cooking class, book launch, keep an eye on Bridget's Kitchen. We'll be announcing those classes in the next couple hours. Cannot wait to meet you all. Thank you to Perth for hosting us last weekend. It's been an amazing couple of days. I am on a high. I'm buzzing right now. Thank you guys for joining me. We'll see you in the next couple of days. Got a new recipe to share on Bridget's Kitchen tomorrow. Keep an eye out for it. Can't wait to share it with you. But there's lunch. Yay!